Hello everyone, it's Luphisra here. Back to play more of the Raven Remastered. I almost said Agatha Christie. No, it's Raven Remastered. I'm back with a snack. Because I'm getting hungry.
And her novels. How did she come to be a writer?
In interviews, she always mentions her French tutor, who encouraged her to write when she was a child. After some poems and short stories, she began to write detective novels with great success. The rest is history. The experts are arguing whether she or Shakespeare has sold more books.
Although she doesn't receive the same deference.
That's true. But her books are much more innovative and extraordinary than people generally give her credit for.
I mean, Poirot is really famous. What snack am I having? Chips. Specifically, truffle-flavored chips.
And what does
I know it's not really real truffle, but I like the flavor.
Couldn't really say. She was there many times with her husband, an archaeologist. He died a long time ago.
I heard something about a reception at the Egyptian Museum?
Yes, for the eyes of the Sphinx. Or rather, for the eye. But I don't think she'd go to Cairo just for that. She usually stays away from official events. Didn't participate in the literary scene either. Always stayed as far away as possible from high society. Probably because of her stepmother.
Is it true that you're a war hero?
Mm-hmm. In 2 world wars. That tells you how old I must be.
Oh, that is old.
You're as old as you feel.
Oh God, I hope not.
Aren't you feeling well?
You shouldn't burden your pretty little head with the dark thoughts of an old man, my dear.
If you don't feel well, maybe you should take it easy.
I'm afraid if I take it easy, it'll kill me.
You seem to be a pessimist.
Fatty liver, asthma, gallstones, jaundice, gout, shingles, hemorrhoids, varicose veins, circulatory trouble, knee.
That is a lot of illnesses.
Gastritis, migraine, neuralgia, tinnitus, rheumatism,
Like a lot.
thrombosis, and constipation. Those are what's been diagnosed so far. My body is a curse.
Oh, I didn't mean to...
Yeah, that's a lot.
Sorry.
Forgive an old man. I didn't mean to shock you.
Maybe you shouldn't be drinking that much if you're that sick.
You're still the captain of this beautiful ship.
They couldn't just get rid of me, so they stuck me somewhere where I can't make trouble anymore.
Don't say that.
This ship runs fine without me. The crew knows what to do. They don't need me. They don't want me.
Captain!
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm burdening you with all of this. Forgive me, eh? I'd like to rest for a while. Soon enough, it'll be time to head back to the coalface.
Captain DeConti?
Yes?
Do you know Nefertiti?
Is she a Greek queen?
No. She... Never mind.
Yeah, I feel like he sounds a bit lonely, like no one really wants to talk to him. I imagine though, apart from the usual guests that would talk to him, the people that they see mainly are the staff, the crew members. But I imagine the crew members are much younger than him. And so I don't think that they have a lot to talk about with the captain, even if they like him. You know? Because there's a generation gap there. So he probably feels lonely, especially when they're out at sea for so long, right? And he's constantly on the cruise ship because it's his job. So I feel like he is definitely lonely and sad.
Guernica, does that mean anything to you?
Not a harbor that I've ever docked at.
Oh, that's too bad. Do you have any idea what the monogram AD might stand for?
AD. There was an Admiral de la Celle in the Navy who always signed AD because he didn't want anyone to know that his first name...
An emerald?
Oh, it couldn't have anything to do with him.
Well, no. I have no idea then.
Buonarroti. That sounds Italian, doesn't it?
Ha! You can say that again. Buonarroti is the name of the greatest artist of all time. Michelangelo Buonarroti.
Ooh,
Most people only know by his first name.
I'm one of those people. I only know his first name.
An Italian achieves perfection in all three movements of graphic arts. His David is the most famous statue in the world. As an architect, he was a genius. He built parts of St. Peter's Basilica.
And as a painter, Michelangelo painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel.
The creation of Adam. The spark of life leaps from God to Adam. One of the most famous paintings in the world.
Yes, it is. The Sistine Chapel, Apostolic Palace, Vatican City. I don't know any animals associated with them.
Animals?
Oh, it's a game I used to play. My father posed me a riddle, and I have to guess an animal.
And Buonarroti's Adam was the hint? Maybe he meant Rome. According to legend, the founders of the city, Romulus and Remus, were raised by a she-wolf.
No, that's too vague. Does Vatican City have an animal on its coat of arms?
No.
And the Pope?
Every pope has his own emblem, but the new one doesn't have an animal.
You don't seem to like the new Pope.
It's too early to say. But who's fit to hold a candle to John?
Hello, Leon. Welcome to the stream.
Papa Buono, as we used to call him. The good pope.
He just died recently. What was his heraldic animal?
He was a lion, and so was his heraldic animal.
Lion. Okay.
Buonarroti's Adam could be a mnemonic for the lion. Pope John XXIII was elected in the Sistine Chapel like every other pope. A work of art hints at a...
What about that snow game?
On it.
I still have to look at it.
I'll make a
I got a long list of games I have to play before I get to the new ones, actually.
You bitch. You did it. Stupid, stupid bitch doesn't even know.
But don't I know? I mean, I do have a lot of games I need to get to.
Lady
I'm
Westmacott?
trying to control myself in buying games, actually. That's why.
I hear you're well-versed in Egyptian history, Lady Westmacott. Can you tell me anything about Nefertiti?
A queen. The main wife of Akhenaten.
Are there any famous works of art depicting her?
Oh yes, the bust of Nefertiti. One of the most beautiful ancient Egyptian sculptures. I saw it years ago in London.
So the bust is located in England?
No, it was discovered in 1912 in Tel El Amarna by a German archaeologist and brought to Germany.
Just play everything?
Today. Ask the Baroness.
Well, I have to take time, though.
Museums here.
I need to get through the game, of course, so it takes time before I get to the new ones.
Guernica mean anything to you?
Why are you asking me all these strange questions?
I'm curious. How shall I learn if I don't ask?
Pick up a book.
I've got a puzzle for you.
Why do you always bombard me with strange questions? I can't imagine why.
Oh, come on. You're the queen of mysteries.
Well, what is it then?
A monogram. A capital A with a small d on the bottom. Who does it belong to?
Someone on the ship?
No one on the ship.
I don't know. Whose is it?
I don't know either.
It doesn't make much sense to ask a riddle if you don't know the answer. Wouldn't you agree?
Actually, I'd say that it doesn't make sense to ask someone a riddle if you do know the answer.
Touché.
May I take my leave?
You may.
The Baroness seems to have a reason to celebrate. She's downing one glass of champagne after another.
I feel bad for you, Baroness.
The less I have to do with her, the better. Best if she doesn't even remember that I exist. Although, based on her alcohol consumption, I don't really think I have to worry about that.
Okay. Pick up a book, let her enjoy it. Yeah, pick up a book. Oh well. And yeah, I get part is
Dr.
suspicious.
Legrand is able to wrestle himself away from his work, but he still doesn't seem to be very relaxed. Quite the opposite. And why won't he go to the saloon?
Watch the trailer of the game probably later. If I don't forget because I go back to watching my show. I tend to do that sometimes.
Dr. Gebhardt, getting some fresh air?
Oh, you could say that.
I was talking to the captain. He didn't look well. Is he sick?
I am sure you will understand that I cannot discuss the medical history of one of my patients with you.
Why? Do you think I'm too stupid?
I didn't mean that. It is a matter of confidentiality.
I asked whether the captain is ill and you called him one of my patients. Haven't you already answered my question?
What do you want?
Do you know the Egyptian queen Nefertiti?
Yes. There is a famous bust of her.
Really? Tell me more.
No, I am sorry. I do not have time for that.
Does Guernica mean anything to you?
Now listen, young lady, I do not know what they told you, but just because I am German, I am not responsible for the crimes of my government.
Crimes? What are you talking about?
We obeyed orders, just like everybody else. Now leave me alone.
I don't even know what Guernica is.
Do you know what the monogram AD stands for?
What?
A capital A with a small d below it.
Yes, I do. Will you leave me alone if I tell you what it means?
You know.
Yes.
It is not just any monogram. It is the first. Albrecht Dürer, a German artist, signed all his works with it. He was the first artist to sign all of his work with a monogram. It was not common to do so before then.
Are you sure?
His wooden engravings were and
So, German painter.
billions of times in Germany.
Billions of times. I hear
Or
exactly.
German artist, so to
Not
speak.
at all. His work appears on German marks.
And what?
That's enough. I told you what you wanted to know. Please, leave me alone now.
The poster proudly announces the ship's first Atlantic crossing. The city of New York welcomes the MS Lydia. The silhouette looks pretty official, with a coat of arms, flag, seal, and all the trappings. And the poster is clean as a whistle. Someone seems to cherish it.
Okay. No German has such an accent? Well, he's traveled a lot, so maybe he gained an accent from traveling a lot? I don't know. I can't talk to them, can I?
Professor Lucien could certainly tell me everything there is to know about Nefertiti, but he might also realize that I was in his museum in London. I'd better not talk to him.
Okay, what about the clues I have so far? Hey, I can't just try and wing it. Well, I'll buy the Switch too. I will if they announce that the Luigi Mansion 4 is Switch 2 exclusive. Then I will buy it because I will want to play Luigi's Mansion.
Makes sense, whilst I don't know at least 3 of the animal symbols. And I'm not going to find the solution in there.
I can just wing it. Do I have to ask everybody about it and be super freaking suspicious? It probably will. I mean, Switch 2... I mean, Luigi's Mansion 4 will probably take a couple years to come out. Because that's how they do things with Luigi's Mansion. It's like they take a couple years to release a new one. So I think I will get it if they do announce it for Switch 2. Then I will get it, because if you can play Luigi's Mansion 4 on the original Switch, I don't see why I would get the Switch 2, because I have a Switch OLED. You know, so unless Luigi's Mansion 4 is exclusive to the Switch 2, then yes, I will get it. Probably.
Captain DeCanti,
Yes?
do you know Albrecht Dürer?
Yes. An artist. Not bad. But he has his weaknesses as well.
For example?
For one, he wasn't Italian.
That's a pity.
You can say that again. At least he lived in Italy for a while.
That's from Metroid, because it got announced 1 year after the Switch 1 release. Ah, okay.
And a Spaniard about who elevated
Although I don't know what that game
an
is.
art form, Albrecht Dürer or Alberto Durero. Eventually, they realized they were talking about the same man. Ha!
Albrecht Dürer is called Alberto Durero in Spain?
That's right. Don't ask me why.
I'm gonna go have a look around.
All right.
Lady Westmacott,
Yes.
are you interested in art?
Not really. I'm more interested in real life, in people.
So, you don't know Albrecht Dürer?
Just because I'm not interested in art doesn't mean that I'm ignorant.
What can you tell me about him?
Books, my dear, books. In them, you'll find the answers.
Well, where are the damn books on the fucking ship?
I bet you don't know anything about him and you just want to cover it up.
I'm on the ship in the middle of the sea, lady.
Yes, I'm afraid.
May
I can find a
take my
book
leave?
to answer my question. Do you think I'm gonna come and ask you about it? Seriously? You don't have to keep it. I mean, books. I swear.
Strange guy. I wonder what, or who, he's watching in the saloon. He seems like he's waiting for something, and he's growing more nervous by the minute.
You're gonna buy the Switch 2 in a few days? Oh, really? That's pretty quick. But if it's good, I mean, you can tell me about it. I'm going to wait a couple of time, you know?
The doctor is upstairs. He probably locked the door. Yes. We briefly discussed whether we should try to steal the second eye here on the ship. The lack of escape routes and the 10-centimeter thick door to the safe settled the question.
Because you can't play Mario Kart World 1 Switch 1. Really? Is it not available on the original Switch?
Legrand is an important part of our plan. He's the one who'll arrest Inch in the end. But there's still a lot to do before that happens.
Okay.
Maybe the art magazine will help me with the symbols. Indeed. An article about the different works of art and how they survived the Second World War. And there's also a picture of the bust of Nefertiti. The unique Egyptian work of art was 1913.
It's not only exclusive to and launch title for the Switch. Oh,
Export to
nice.
Germany. Second World War.
Only Metroid's not Switch 2 exclusive.
Then a bunker. And then a
Hard to say about the other games though, because, you know, especially games that are not
States.
exclusive to Nintendo.
1996. Very glad. Blah blah.
But I have to see. I have to wait a couple of years.
Museum of Berlin and hope
I got my Switch OLED like
on the
only a couple of years ago, so it's not that old yet.
So the bust of Nefertiti is located in Berlin. And which animal is on the city's coat of arms? The Berlin bear. I just need one more animal.
Balloon bear, lion, and then what?
The bust of
Balloon bear, lion, one more animal. Maybe something in my room? I don't know.
Adil,
In the shower.
I found the secret compartment.
Oh, brilliant. And the jewel?
I'm working on it. Adil,
Yes?
I almost got caught in the Baroness's cabin.
What happened?
I don't know. A man came in and I just had time to hide under the bed
Maybe it was a steward who came to clean the cabin?
and turn on a tape recorder in the cupboard.
Huh. Maybe it was Inch. He wanted some music?
There was nothing on the tape. It was playing, but I didn't hear anything. Something is rotten here.
Don't bother your pretty little head about it. Swap the eye and hurry back. I've got a surprise for you.
I don't think your surprise will really...
Because game wouldn't work on Switch 1.
The secret compartment is secured with a
Yeah, I have a feeling they will make Luigi Mansion 4 exclusive to Switch 2 because it's Nintendo.
Are there any hints?
A memory aid consisting of several works of art. There are animals on the log.
The works of art might hint at specific animals.
You don't say, genius. I've already got that far. About the combination,
Yes?
Guernica. Sounds Spanish, doesn't it?
Yes, it's a city in the Basque region.
Does it have a heraldic animal? Or maybe the region has one?
I don't know. I've never been there. I just know it because the city was bombed by the Nazis during the Spanish Civil War.
Nazis? In the Spanish Civil War?
Well, not officially, of course. At the request of General Franco, his friends from Germany reduced a defenseless city to ashes and rubble. Picasso immortalized the bombing in his famous painting.
Really? Is it on display in Spain?
Silly. As long as Franco is in charge, he won't allow that.
Where is it?
Oh, no idea. Paris, maybe? Picasso lived there for a long time.
Maybe doesn't help me much. Alberto Durero.
What about him?
What's his most famous work?
Hard to say. He did a lot. He was a pioneer of woodcuts and printmaking.
The Baroness left his monogram as a hint, not the name of one of his artworks. So there must be a painting that everyone associates with him.
Not to my knowledge. Although he did have a favorite
What's the motive?
And that was...
himself. He made quite a few self-portraits.
That's it. The artist is the art.
Sounds logical. His most famous self-portrait is in the Prado in Madrid. I saw it with my own eyes 2 years ago.
Does Madrid have something like a heraldic animal?
Sure, it's a bear. It's on the coat of arms and all over the city.
A bear again? Like in Berlin?
Why not? The same numbers appear more than once on normal combination locks.
That's true. The bear then. That's it! 3 animals are all I need. I can guess the 4th. But I could try to find the 4th symbol anyway, just to be sure. I'll be going. Don't waste all the hot water.
Never.
Oh, you play after that? There's no game. Actually, I'm planning on playing either Arsene Lupin or Agatha Christie Evil Under the Sun. Because this game, it's about a master thief, and we all know the most famous master thief is, Arsene Lupin. And then Agatha Christie Evil Under the Sun, because it is such a great game, and because this game pays homage to Agatha Christie and Poirot himself. So yeah, the Hermit Gamer is tossing the vote to Agatha. 1 vote to Agatha.
Oh my god. Baroness von Tribitz? Are you okay? Hello? Baroness? Hello?
Adil,
What happened?
the Baroness. Blood everywhere.
But who?
I don't know. Inch?
That doesn't make any sense.
So that's how he got caught. Because he was covering for the girlfriend.
Don't move. Zellner, up here. We've got our shuttle. How are you?
I do nothing. Me crew.
Sure you are. What are you doing here?
Just fresh air.
Bit mumbo jumbo tonight there. Yeah, I can't pronounce my words very well tonight, unfortunately.
The breath of fresh air.
Agatha, it is a great series, but I don't like And Then There Were None. I'll say that.
Zellner, look
I
what we have here.
enjoy playing
Not our shadow.
And
Orient Express,
Were you
the
traveling via
original version,
I,
and then
he claims to be part of the crew.
Evil Under the Sun. Both were great,
Fresh air.
Oh, sure.
but Evil Under the Sun is better.
You didn't attack me either, did you?
And then ABC Murders is fun,
Open the door, sir. Understood. Take him to the detention cell room.
which I played already, and I already streamed it. And there are a couple of new Agatha Christie games, and there's an upcoming one this year as well, actually. Death on the Nile. They're releasing a new version of it, so it's gonna be 3D and all. Cue my motion sickness.
what is? Did nothing.
Inspector Legrand thinks otherwise. Move.
But I have... Gunshot.
I know that. Get moving. Into the cell.
Ah.
And this is Inch. I really don't like Inch. I'll say that. The funny thing is that the two Agatha games you've played are honestly the only two that I've played as well. The others in the series I've watched on YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot of like Agatha Christie games. I pretty much played them all actually off stream too. Except And Then There Were None that I really didn't finish. I don't like it, okay? I watch other people play it and I really don't like it. I won't spoil it for you guys though. ABC Murders and Hercule Poirot. Didn't see Murder on Orient Express. It's fine. I mean, ABC Murders is fun, of course. Hercule Poirot was okay. I played the first Hercule Poirot game as well, the first cases, but the second one is better for sure. And then Orient Express is pretty good, except motion sickness. When it was on the train though, it's fine. But when there are parts where, like when you get off the train, oh my god, my motion sickness killed me.
Hello? What happened last night?
What happened? That you were walking around the ship, that you let them catch you, that you endangered the whole plan, that you endangered me.
Well, if you don't show up here, then you won't be endangered. But I won't risk antagonizing him.
I shouldn't have gone out. That was a mistake. Why won't you answer?
Then why are you stuck in this position?
A conversation that you cannot hear.
What happened last night?
The Baroness was murdered.
Did you?
No. If it were up to me, she'd have had an accident in a couple of weeks. Instead, someone shot the old bat in the heart, point blank.
Yeah, I can certainly see that motion sickness killing you. Yeah, it's. I took forever in finishing Orient Express because of my motion sickness. It was that bad.
Ag's death doesn't change anything.
I took really forever in beating that game because I like the changes that they made to the new Orient Express because it's a different take on the classic story, and they did a good job of it, but definitely took a toll on me in finishing it. I will play the new one when it comes out, but it'll probably take me forever to beat it. I'll just say that.
I'm more than capable of finding the entrance to a cargo hold. Indeed, it was child's play. It's not as though I had to crawl through ventilation shafts or anything so gauche.
So, what do we do now? I could escape and...
Swim to Cairo.
So, I stay here and wait?
They'll arrest you in Cairo and question you about the murder. Even if they don't throw you in jail, it'll take days.
And if we find the murderer, then they'd have no reason to hold me.
Oh, I'm one step ahead of you.
And Zellner shows up.
Nervous? I would be if I were you.
I'm not nervous because of you. I'm nervous because of Inch.
This Zellner chap wasn't part of the plan. I don't like it.
He's groping about in the dark. Legrand
Kept pushing through even with pushing. Yes,
I'm
I
going to take
did.
him out of the picture.
I did forever. Okay, I wanted to finish the game.
Clever old man, but not clever.
There was even a chase scene, okay, in that game that I just pulled through, man. I didn't stop.
Why
I
wait
almost
for the
died, but I didn't stop.
Zellner on the trail of the good doctor. He'll drive Gebhardt into a corner, and when he lashes out in desperation, he might hit.
I would have honestly stopped. I'm not good with motion
Maybe
sickness at all.
Legrand, if we're
Well,
lucky.
I'm not good with motion sickness, but I want to know the story. So if I start playing the game, I want to finish it.
Enough blood has been shed.
Unless I really don't like
No
it.
more deaths. Damn! I have to get out of here and warn Constable Zellner.
And that's why I need to escape.
I didn't sleep a wink last night.
But yeah, it's
Alex.
it's Agatha Christie, you know, so I really want to play it. Which, fun fact, the Arsene Lupin game's also made by the same people. The same company. Okay, save. Yes, save. Good idea. So, I think it would have mechanics similar to the Hercule Poirot case. I almost said the first cases, but no. The one that I played on stream and on YouTube would be the second game. But I imagine it has the same kind of like controls. So for the most part, it should be fine. But certain parts where you have to zoom in might have caused a problem. I can always stare at the game through the OBS. It kind of helps sometimes when it comes to motion sickness. Playing it windowed instead of like full screen.
I guess this cage is some kind of detention cell for the crew. It's not the most impregnable prison in the world, but it's still a problem.
Got motion sickness and amnesia to Dark Descent. Couldn't get through it. So, what about Amnesia? I know Amnesia is a really scary game, right?
The blanket got caught on the nail. A board and a nail.
The nail could be useful.
I doubt that will work.
It was such a good game, honestly. I was able to complete that well before motion sickness got really bad, so I got lucky with that one. First person blurry effect and shit. Oh my god, that sucks.
Huh. Lock looks pretty modern. Needs a small key, 5 pins. I could pick it with the right tools.
The nail doesn't work?
I doubt that will work. Yep, the nail is much too thick to fit in the keyhole.
What else is there?
I think it's working. Huh, one down.
One to go. But yeah, the blurry effect and the shaking motion, oh, that will be terrible for me.
And if I'm lucky, no one will notice my escape. As soon as Constable Zellner and Inspector Legrand are out of danger, I'll slip back into the cell. They'll arrest the good doctor, and hopefully they'll turn a blind eye to a poor stowaway. Before I went to London to become Inch's protege, Alex and I drove through the French Riviera in this convertible. It was a wonderful week, and on the cliffs near Toulon, I asked her to marry me. But this is no time for reminiscence.
Oh, they're not actually just boyfriend girlfriend. They're engaged. Oh. Imagine trying to do it in VR though. Like, gosh. Okay, there's one thing weird about VR. Don't own any VR set myself, but I have played on VR before. Like when I was in Korea, I went to Lotte World, and they have some rides that uses VR. And there was another location, where was it, Everland? They also had VR rides there, and I sat on some of the VR rides, and it's fun. I didn't really get motion sickness because of VR. I'm on VR, which is very weird. It's like when I'm on VR, because of the way VR works, right, it feels real, so it kind of, I think, tricks my mind, so I don't get motion sickness from it like that. But I didn't play on it for too long because it's a ride. But I didn't get like really sick or anything on VR. But if it's blurry and shaky, I think that's the least of my problems of motion sickness. I think the scary part is gonna like terrify me.
Mayor's, and she can't keep anything suspicious with her. I assume that Deputy Oliver is still standing guard. He inspected the cargo hold this morning.
Still standing guard. Let me look at the other area. The ride is moving, right? Probably find motion sickness. Yeah, the ride was moving. So there was one where I don't know what's called English, but the one that you drop down from like really high. That one had VR, where the VR was that it's kind of like Transformer thing where we are in this like machine, and they're like Transformer figures like fighting. It's not really Transformer, but you get what I mean, right? The machines are fighting, and then we got hit, and we just fell, and then he catches us as he hit the bottom. It's like, there you go, you're fine. That one was fun. That one was fun. And then another one where there was a ride at Everland where it was spinning. So you go upside down. So you legitimately like spin like 360. But because it's VR, I didn't feel sick in that sense. Like my brain, I think, just
attaching something to the hook.
Registered something. So it didn't cause me to get motion sickness from that.
What's that up there?
It's only a problem when our body is stationary but visually moving, and the other way around. That's what create motion sickness. Yeah, that is true. I think it's the same thing
My way out.
with
The bars are welded at 4 points, and unfortunately they're not all as rusty as this one.
climb down and use the hook. But yeah, I get motion sickness when I where's the hook?
I could do this all day. A good height for attaching. A good.
I need to attach something to the hook, but I want to do it with this. No, it's not letting me do anything now. Yeah, no, it's nothing here. Oh, there's a hose.
Fire still poses a great threat to ships. There are fire alarms, extinguishers.
But yeah, but like,
everywhere now.
it's true though. I think, like for example, there's one way to beat malicious in gaming. It's playing a game windowed mode. Or for example, if it's for me, sometimes I look at the OBS screen on my other monitor, and because it's kind of like windowed, it helps with the motion sickness a little bit. It doesn't work all the time, but sometimes.
These hoses are pretty versatile. They'll do at a pinch if you can't smuggle climbing ropes into the building you're planning to rob.
Smaller in size, yeah, and also because there's a box outside around the game window, so it's not moving as compared to say your game, so it kind of helps. But sometimes some games are so bad that even this doesn't work for me. Sometimes.
That's not going to get me anywhere. No, that doesn't make any sense. That's not going to get... No, that doesn't make... No, that doesn't make it... No, that doesn't make... No, that doesn't...
Why does it not make any sense? You just pull it and then it's done. Oh, do I attach it to the shelf? It just says good at attaching something to it.
Tied the hose to the hook.
The shelf.
What's this? Whoa, heavy. Everything's a bit bigger and heavier on a ship, pulleys included. Huh. And now?
Rope. And
that's not gonna get...
Rope and the...
No, that doesn't... I tied... Huh. A ring set into the floor. You can attach ropes or chains to it. It's set into the floor to keep people from tripping over it. No, that won't work. The hose is too wide. That's not gonna get... No, that doesn't make...
Then what?
No, that doesn't make any sense.
And what does not... What? What does that... What doesn't make sense? There's nothing else I can attach it to, damn it.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
use the pulley with this, and the hose with the pulley, and then.
I'm sure the crane still worked.
Okay, then just.
Here goes nothing.
That's loud.
Louder than I expected. I hope no one noticed. With luck, I'll be able to warn the others about the doctor before it's too late. No!
Oh, he saved Zellner. It's him who saved Zellner.
That bastard didn't inject the fatal dose. You'll be back on your feet soon enough.
But
Better take it easy while I... Oh, no! I'll be right back.
Okay, chasing after the doctor.
I can see Legrand in the saloon. I don't think Gebhard would have gone there. Where are you?
why can't you just leave me alone?
Because you fucking murdered and tried to murder someone? Why do you think? That's a stupid question to ask, isn't it? I still don't like the doctor, I swear.
They are.
Just relax.
Why can't you just leave me alone? It is always the same old...
If you're not a murderer, maybe people won't chase after you.
What old stories?
I am a decent man.
A decent man doesn't kill anybody.
I loved her.
You loved her what?
It was her.
So you murdered her?
I have blood on my hands because of her.
It's a fucking stupid excuse.
Are you talking about the Baroness?
She was her sister. I loved her. With all my heart. They were Jewish, you know? But I didn't care about that. I hid them when it became dangerous for them. I looked after them.
It doesn't change the fact that you murdered...
And still, I hid her and her whole family.
Someone, okay?
For a woman you loved. And 30 years later, you murder her sister?
I saw her swollen belly. I was so angry. He was one of them, you know? They just used me. I hid them, brought them food, and...
Sorry, no, nothing he says is gonna change my mind about the doctor.
There are Jews hiding in the basement of the Waldhof. Armed Jews. We have to burn them out. And that's what they did.
So you murdered a whole family. Okay, you murdered all of them. Okay, they probably just saw you as a nice person who's gonna help them out. But no, you're a freaking sick asshole. Okay? And you're a pathetic dude because just because a lady doesn't see you that way, rejected you, got someone else she likes, you decided to kill her entire family and what? And then you murder the Baroness, you try to murder Zellner and you want me to feel sorry for you?
Come down from there.
Why? So you can kill me?
I'm not gonna kill any...
I'm not you, okay?
Take me off to an Egyptian prison? Or an Israeli prison? No.
What do you expect? You had an entire family put to death.
I am a gentleman.
You're a gentleman? My fucking shit.
That they don't.
She didn't love you and was expecting a child by another man. And that's why you betrayed her.
It was her fault. She shouldn't have cheated on me. I saved...
You were not even dating.
I risked my life for her every day for 4 months.
You're not even dating.
Away and became a murderer.
I am not.
You're a fucking murderer, you sick psycho. Sick asshole. He angers me. He pisses me off. He just...
Well, the dead Baroness in the ship's hold proves the opposite.
I had never met her. Back in East Prussia, she was the older sister, the smart sister. She studied art history in...
He just angers me. He angers me.
Out of East Prussia, but I was able to prevent that.
You say you loved her, and yet you wanted to deny her and her family a safe life.
They were safe. I protected them. It was for their sake that I joined the party. I had contacts. I wrapped them in my protective embrace.
You didn't let her escape because you wanted to keep her close to you.
She sent photos to her sister before the war. She must have recognized me yesterday in Venice.
So,
I certainly recognized.
not only did you betray
Searching through her photos.
her,
It's true.
She couldn't
okay,
during the war.
you decided to kill her entire family because she didn't replicate your love.
Name? A new...
And then you kept her captive in what?
There she was.
You really think you're gonna escape from this?
So, she had to die.
You're just a fucking sick asshole. You're...
But she gave me no...
He's not even a narcissist anymore. He's just a sick,
She have to...
sick guy.
All right now.
No. It ends.
Just die already.
Why do you want to kill yourself?
Isn't it obvious? He can't bear his false, hollow life anymore.
And of course, Inch is involved in the death.
What do you want?
A man
Of course.
who understands etiquette and honor, and yet is nothing but a coward himself, who, because of wounded vanity, burdens himself with immense guilt.
Don't come any closer.
The Baroness held a mirror up to you, didn't she, Doctor? And you hated what you saw there. So you smashed the mirror. But the sins of the past are catching up with you now, aren't they?
No.
A skull with empty eyes full of fear.
Stop it.
They're both terrible people, okay?
You know how to dampen the mood.
They're both terrible people.
And you? Aren't you supposed to follow orders? Are you not here to assist me?
I won't.
That wasn't a question.
I don't want any dead bodies, but I don't understand why you're doing this.
You don't have to. Watch and learn.
I'm not gonna learn from you.
No.
No. What is it then? You wanted to jump anyway, or you should at least.
Inch.
I'm just lending a friendly hand. He's a coward. He needs a bit of motivation. Come on now, chop, jump.
You are the Baroness's butler, aren't you? I did not want to kill your mistress.
Did you call it? Well,
Forgive
I would say you did.
if you don't mind my...
Alright, time for me to hit the off for the night. Good night. I'll have a good rest of the training. Have a great sleep, Ghostly Ozzy. Have sweet dreams. And don't let the bedbugs bite.
Excuse for a human being, aren't you?
And you are a even worse excuse of a human being.
Legrand off our backs.
The inspector? What do I have to do with him?
Your letter. The one in which you confess to being...
Both of you.
and
Sick excuses
because she
of a human.
through your ruse.
That's absurd.
Indeed it is. But people will believe almost anything if it suits them. The press will love it. Bold Inspector Legrand saves the day again. Interviews, medals, urgent telegrams from the capital. Our dear friend won't be able to escape the limelight, and by the time the commotion has ended, I'll be long gone.
You can't kill him.
Why not? He's a bastard, his death will help us, and he's a witness. If we let him go, we'll both go to jail.
All the same, we're not gonna kill him. You got us into this situation, and as long as I'm alive, I won't let anyone be killed in my presence.
No.
I have to do the dirty work for you in the museum, so you won't be shooting me, or him.
Very well, you win.
And he murdered someone anyways.
Speak to me like that again. Do you understand?
Why is it that you can't just push him overboard? He's a fucking old man with a lame hand.
And there are worse things I could do than...
Like, you're a young man that's strong. Why do you not able to just push him overboard?
I still have a confession to write.
I honestly don't get it. He's an old man with one arm, like, not really working anymore. I don't understand.
Part of me wants to abandon the whole plan and go back to Europe. What if something goes wrong?
He likes to grab people's neck. Yeah, that's true.
I couldn't bear it if something happened to her. I can't afford to slip up.
So I need to sneak in.
Mr. Jamal, I'm glad you could make it.
I'm surprised he isn't dead yet.
Still angry on account of the good doctor?
You disgust me.
You'll be rid of me in less than 2 hours.
And you'll be arrested. I'll make sure of it. You'll be arrested. I'm not gonna let you get away with this.
What happens next?
My diversion worked wonderfully. The press has laid siege to the French embassy, and Legrand won't be able to escape them. He should arrive in a few minutes with the safe, and then he'll have to answer ridiculous questions from reporters all afternoon.
That's why we're striking now.
A regrettable necessity. I would have preferred to make my grand entrance this evening at the gala. But yes, we will strike as...
But yeah, like you said, it's because of the plot. You can't die yet. I think also Adil might be purposely acting weak for a reason, because their plan is not to have him killed. Their plan is for him to be arrested.
Already met your Mr. X?
He's counting an envelope of unmarked bills as we speak. He put the blueprints under the statue of Imhotep.
Blueprints?
A sketch of the museum, not the kind you can get just anywhere.
Just who is this Mr. X?
Secret entrances, basements, and attic rooms that the resistance used during the war.
That's what it was about.
Get the blueprints. There's a basement below the treasure chamber. The entrance should be marked on the blueprints. Open it and give me a sign.
I'm tired.
What's the next step?
You'll find out when it's time.
But... will there be more deaths here in the museum?
If you follow my instructions, no.
If people are in danger, I'll call the whole thing off.
I don't kill for fun.
God, it's pretty late.
Is it ever really necessary?
Sometimes. Revenge, for example, when one has been betrayed.
All right then, I'll pay a visit to Imhotep and we'll meet in the basement.
Good monkey.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, and by the way, the museum is closed to visitors until tomorrow.
Then how...
You'll find a way.
Really, really don't like the guy.
If not in the museum, then somewhere around here. I hope the owner doesn't come back while I'm tampering with the truck. Craftsmen aren't known for their calm, sympathetic natures. Locked. I bet the craftsmen are near... Interesting. A fire ladder. Maybe I can get into the museum from the roof.
I need to move it somehow.
Nope. The handbrake is on.
No, move it. Hurry up.
Nope. The handbrake is on.
I thought I could get some of the items from back on the truck. Or the van, whatever this is.
There's a tennis ball stuck on the tow hitch. Ah, people do that to protect the hitch and their trouser legs from the grease. Got it. The door is closed, and I don't want to break the window. Someone might hear the sound and call the police.
Okay, so nothing here. That's back to the side tree, okay. Play ball.
Yes, that might be just the thing. You want it? Yeah, you like that, don't ya?
Okay, I need to use the ball on the dog for something. To distract someone, maybe? Dog's glitching?
Well, that might cause a commotion in the museum. But is it really necessary?
The museum is closed today. Come back tomorrow.
Never mind. See you later.
Better luck next time, huh?
Okay,
You're too kind.
so distracting the guy. Arabinga!
Well, who wants to become an accomplice in a burglary?
Some visual glitch on the dog earlier? Oh, I didn't notice. I just thought it was a cute dog.
What are you doing? Come here, you... Stay away, you flea bag. Next time I'll wring your neck, even if it costs me my job.
And sneak in while he's gone. When he's out.
You made yourself an enemy, pup.
And one more. I mean, it's cute enough. You just ignore the glitch.
Stupid mutt! I'll get you this time.
Okay. I need to knock him on the back of the head. Because that's what happened earlier. Okay, save. He really doesn't notice? I'm right behind him. Ariga met stealth skills? He does. He does indeed.
Oh, what the hell? Ah! Ugh.
What? Did I make it too hot for him or what?
This is my chance.
Alright, in.
That won't work. I can't just talk the guard into letting me in.
I already read his name though. Does it not work?
stupid mutt! I'll get you this time.
I don't know. Why are we here again? I thought I wrote my name in and I could sneak inside and be like, hey, my name is on the list. But no, it's not. He's not letting me do that. Do I have to knock him out? Okay, notes. Doctor and the Baroness. Okay, murder, terrible story. A man whose love is not returned, and so he throws all morals aside to take revenge. The Baroness must have been away at university at the time. That's all that saved her from being murdered with the rest of her family. She seems to have known Gebhardt from photos. A friend of the family, their savior, with an eye for the Baroness' younger sister. She saw him boarding the ship in Venice. Maybe she wasn't certain if it really was him, or maybe she wanted some proof. Searched for a photo, found it, and then wanted to expose the doctor doing the reception in the saloon. Unfortunately, the doctor recognized her as well and realized immediately that she could destroy the new life he had built for himself after the war. Sooner or later, people will find out that Dr. Get Out couldn't have been the Raven. He would turn out to have an alibi for one or another of the deaths. But it could be days or even weeks until that happens. The thefts took place in many different countries, stretching about 15 years. Maybe they'll find his body, but I doubt it. Dr. Gebhardt, or whoever he was before that, is dead. I need to enter. I need to get the blueprints. I need to enter the okay. Did I not write the name on the list already? I already did, but why do I have to write it again? I'll use a hit this time. Seems like the part of the museum is being renovated. Maybe I can pretend to be craftsman. Okay.
Ugh, it's still burning.
Yeah, I burned his tongue. Sorry. My bad. My bad, dude.
The door is closed.
They want to break the window.
I have to improvise if I want to get into the museum. Oh, nothing. Do I need an umbrella in Cairo? Or could it help me get into the museum?
Just take it. It could be useful. Or what? I don't know.
A rod like that could be useful. I could probably reach the door lock with the rod. But how's it supposed to catch hold? A thick wire frame from the umbrella. It keeps it open in the wind. Doesn't seem like I can pull the ladder down.
Can't you just bend it?
Thick wire frame. I could probably reach the...
I need to go in again. Yeah, I need to sneak in again.
This little dog is crazy about the ball. Maybe I can somehow use that to my advantage.
Again, one more time. One more time.
Stupid mutt! I'll get you this time.
All right. We're in again. You're like drinking too much coffee, man. Too much. I already wrote my name on the list. I didn't. Why do I need to do again? How many times do I need to write the name? Pretend to be craftsman, but there's no other hint. How am I supposed to know what I'm supposed to do? Can someone look it up for me or something? I mean, yeah, but how?
It's still burning.
I got the wire, but then what?
Today, the museum is officially closed for preparations for the big Eye of the Sphinx exhibit. The Sphinx.
Okay. What can I use the wire with? Yeah, but I tried that and he says, no, I cannot do that.
No, that won't work.
See?
I can't just talk the...
I thought I wrote my name on it. I was be like, oh yeah, you're a guest. Welcome. No. He wants me to do something, but I don't know what. And I want to open it with the wire, but he said, oh, but how do I open it with, how to get it, catch the hold or whatever. Like, you can bend it. Maybe. See? It doesn't let me do anything. It won't let me, see?
No, that won't work. I can't just talk the guard into letting me in.
He doesn't want to go in to even talk. I can't go in.
I can't just talk the guard into letting me in.
So there's nothing much I can do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Maybe I can...
I might need to look it up. Does the guard leave the room on its own, or does that only trigger when you want to sneak out? It only triggers when I want to sneak out. He only leaves when I click. No, when I sneak out, it like leaves immediately. And here, and then I'm here.
No, that won't work. I can't just talk the guard into letting me in.
Might be a bug. God, I hope not. Give me a sec. What does Adil say? Enter again? Get the wire. Use the wire. Open the door with the wire. There's a drain. There is a drain. I need to do this.
Maybe I can fish something out of the sewer with the wire. Nothing. I can't even touch the bottom. It was worth a try.
Okay, and now the wire is bent. Use that on the door. Yay.
A true jack of all trades.
Yep, that's what you're supposed to do.
What's this? Wow, nice.
Put on the clothes.
The painter discarded the overalls because he didn't want to walk around in sweat-soaked clothes all day. Ugh. But what the heck? I have no choice. A handsome man always looks good, and the disguise works. Nope.
Can I with the handbrake? Constable point and click, we only need an interactable highlight. Player's never gonna be as observant or as smart as the character we're controlling, so we never know what to keep our eyes open for. Yeah, it's like kind of hard to know. Okay, then move the band backwards.
That should do it.
And go in and put the handbrake back on so it doesn't just roll off. Back to the street. Now can I climb it? Yeah, and then he goes back. That's a glitch, but ignore that. Okay, safe. Anything up here that I can look at?
Huh, cold. I'd be surprised if they needed to use it often in this climate. Nothing out of the ordinary. Wait, what's this? Someone scratched a triangle into the stone. Could that mean something?
Maybe it could be a keyhole? Or what?
Won't budge.
I need something to do that. I can't do it on my own.
Get me where I need to be. I need to get the blueprints from Mr. X. According to Inch, they show the secret passages in the building, and hopefully instructions for getting into them.
Okay, so time to be a painter and sneak in. Or rather just walk in this time.
Next attempt.
The museum is closed today. Come back tomorrow. Or are you one of the craftsmen?
Of course I'm a craftsman.
All right. Chametz. Your company is not on the list.
But it must be on the list. My boss told me everything was taken care of.
And mine told me that nobody gets in if they're not on the list. Bye.
Did I not write my name already? Fine. Okay. Do it again. This is quick and easy.
Stupid mutt! I'll get you this time.
Right, and then write my name on the list again. To write the company's name on the list this time. And leave.
Still burning.
Time to go in.
Weren't you just here?
I talked to my boss again. He said we must be on the list.
Your boss can come and see for himself. There is no Hamids.
Uh-huh.
My co-worker's handwriting. I can hardly make out a single word. Hamids. Ah, yes. Here. Here, put this on.
Thank you.
Ah, many thanks.
Save. Main hall. Lady Westport. Where was that? Blueprints I'm supposed to have.
The eye hasn't taken its place in the treasure chamber yet. I'd better not show my face there. The room is under video surveillance.
Oh. Well then, here we go.
I'm curious what points of entry Mr. X's blueprints will reveal. I think Inch paid dearly for it. He certainly seems to expect a lot from it.
Okay. Not sure what.
I better stay away from her. There's always a risk that someone observant might recognize me, and I bet that the lady is a very good observer.
There's nothing here, though. Where's the blueprints? Oh. Right there.
Imhotep. All right, I've got the blueprints. And since I'm a craftsman, it won't seem suspicious if I study them. Here's the treasure chamber. There's another room beneath it. And here's the entrance, somewhere near the statue. And there seems to be another entrance that...
What are you doing there?
Huh? Oh, it's you.
What's going on? And what happened on the ship?
Everything is all right. I was able to stop the doctor.
What happened to him?
Inch.
You mean he...
There was nothing I could do.
It's either the doctor die or I die, so I let Inch kill the doctor. Well, not really. I didn't let him, but
And open a secret
I
entrance.
couldn't stop the doctor, unfortunately.
Chamber.
A basement under the treasure chamber.
I didn't know about that before. Inch somehow heard about it, and Mr. X took care of the rest.
What's he planning?
I don't know.
I don't like it.
Me neither. The blueprints show the basement below the treasure chamber, and two entrances. One of them is over there, but it seems to be closed.
And the other?
It's on the roof, and there are stairs from an attic down to the basement.
And how are you supposed to get into the attic?
That's the question. There's a small triangle here on the roof with 3 numbers next to it. 3, 6...
Must be a password.
Some kind of code.
I'll have a look around. It'll be okay.
I wish I had your confidence.
It's time for the grand finale. Don't you agree?
Take care of yourself.
You too. A plan always seems much easier when you're just talking about it, doesn't it?
Yes, but not half as exciting.
Okay, I have to open the door to the basement. Let's go.
All right, let's go. You're probably towards the end of the game, I think. We're at the ending, I think. So after this, I think we'll be back to where we were before. So, okay, 362, let's go up to the roof area. Hopefully we can unlock the door to the roof this time. And then he teleports back down again. It's a glitch. Don't worry about it.
Blue one entrance is in the main hall.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. I get it.
The secret passage is somewhere around here on the blueprints. And so is the triangle scratched into the stone.
Okay, 3,
Ah,
6, 2.
this one. Huh. Strange. Maybe the order is wrong.
It is 5 though. What? Yeah, right. 362, right?
The secret blueprints for the museum show a basement below the treasure chamber with 2 entrances. One entrance is in the main hall behind the statue on the wall. The second can be reached via the secret blueprints for the second. That's the same triangle as on the numbers 3, 6, and 2 are written next to it. I can't read anything else. Aha. Huh.
362 is wrong, then what?
Aha. Huh.
362 is not. 236 is not.
Aha. There we go.
Okay.
Digits are written from right to left. In this part of the world, they read from right to left.
Okay, we made it in.
I'm in the museum. Well, sort of. Old technical equipment. Inch said something about an underground that operated here in the museum during the war. Could have been a radio installation. Would have been the perfect place for it, so high above the city. According to the blueprints, the stairs lead from the attic down to the secret basement.
So down we go. I need light. Caught up with the previous plot, yes.
The electrical cables don't seem like they were meant to be permanent. Probably they secretly tapped the museum's electricity. Maybe the bulb still works, but it's bright enough in here already. There's enough light shining through the holes in the roof. I don't need to turn the lamp on.
I need it for downstairs, you idiot. You're not gonna take the bulb until you spy. Oh, I need light. What an idiot.
Here we go. I think it's nothing.
Yeah, okay. So light.
I don't need artificial light up here, but it'd come in handy in the basement. It doesn't make sense to just take the bulb. I didn't even see a socket in the basement. That's tar paper, I think. Maybe it's for covering all those holes in the roof.
Is there a coil or something then? Wires?
It doesn't make... A big heavy roll of rough tar paper, probably put there decades ago and then forgotten. A big heavy roll...
It doesn't let me take the... Ah, jeez. Let's see if anything missed. Below.
The lamp was removed. You can still see the holes that the screws left. The cable was cleanly severed. The lamp was... The cable...
Let me take the lamp.
It doesn't make...
There's no... What? I'm so confused.
The lamp was... The cable... Here we go. Nothing. The lamp was... The cable was clean.
Now what?
It doesn't make...
Doesn't let me take the light or anything. Okay, I need to cut it. Okay, go down.
I could connect the cables to each other, but I'd need to strip the insulation from the cables on the wall and the lamp. I should be able to remove the insulation with this knife. Okay, plus and minus are exposed. Okay, I'll twist the wires from the lamp cord together with the wires from the electrical cable.
And then turn on the light.
Let there be light! Damn!
No light! I mean, the cable is fixed. Is there no power here?
I think the contact is dirty. I was right. The lower contact is coated with rust. The current can't flow properly, and sooner or later the bulb will burn out.
Okay, I need to fix the light bulb. Oh, freaking ass. Oh, dice. Tar paper, come on.
A big, heavy... Maybe I can... Yes, I can use it to rub the rust off. That should do it.
Alright, now please be light. Let there be light. How to be endgame already? Taking forever game. Here we go.
One more try.
Let there be light.
There we go.
Nice. Oh, no, don't go upstairs. Ah, fuck, go back downstairs.
If it wasn't so dusty, I could easily imagine someone had been using it. According to the blueprints, there's supposed to be a secret door here leading into the main hall. Huh, this must be the locking mechanism. Careful now. What are you doing here? What if Finch sees you?
And of course he sees me.
I'm sorry. He caught me.
You and your little girlfriend.
How does he know everything? I had no idea. She's like the American tourist. How does he suspect?
You deserve to die.
Hit her.
But then I wouldn't get the eye.
Don't hurt her, please.
I'm so confused. I feel like there's some parts of the game where it's just like you're just purposely making like Inch like so powerful and all that, but how? How in the world does he do things? Is my question. And he's like, the security guys, do you not check people's bags or anything?
Cover to the chair.
No!
Patricia.
No! Enough! You have one and only one chance of getting out of this alive. Do what I tell you to do. Tie her to the chair.
It's like really though, it's like...
What's in the bag?
We'll get to that. The handcuffs now.
Where are the handcuffs? I can't see.
Please don't hurt her. I beg you.
The handcuffs now.
Where the fuck is the handcuffs?
I'm sorry.
It's like really though, you're two people. Like you can distract them and then just put push him down the stairs. He's an old man. He's not going to survive that. Yet somehow, though, logic doesn't work here.
Look at her. Remember this scene? If you try to screw me, then...
What's the next step? What's the plan?
Everything you need is in the bag. The eye will be delivered at any moment. You abseil from the roof into the treasure chamber.
And the display case's alarm system?
The alarm will go off, but I'll ensure that the only effect will be that the security barricades in the treasure chamber...
Jokes aside, taking a step so slower than pulling a trigger.
Let me worry about
I mean, it's true, but he's not pulling the trigger, is he?
into the display case and climb back to the roof.
And it's like, really, I don't understand. You're a healthy young man. He's an old ass. As we all know, his hand, one of it, is not working.
Have the jewel?
Is not really functioning all that well anymore. How is he not able to win him in a fight? Is my question.
Escaping from the museum is impossible.
That means I stay inside the museum.
There's a bag in the basement with food and water for you and your girlfriend.
And she probably got strong. And okay, there's one thing though. When the girlfriend gets like caught,
For the eye, but not.
for one,
And once the museum's open to visitors again, Patricia and I will walk out through the secret door in the main hall to our freedom.
I'll be watching you
like
every
one,
step of the way. You'll deliver.
Inch is a guy.
Then we'll never see.
And you all know, ladies, that the one thing you could do to a guy when they're holding you hostage that could let you escape is to kick him in the crotch. If you kick him in the crotch, you might drop the gun. Just scream. There are people in the museum, they'll hear you. Scream Inch name, say he's the culprit, do something. Right?
How am I?
Or just stand there and let him catch you?
It's protected by bulletproof glass.
You'll find everything you need in the bag. A clever fellow like you will know what to do with it.
If we do everything you ask, will you let us go?
I'm a poor loser, but a generous winner.
How did you find out about our plan?
By chance, I must admit. I hadn't anticipated it. I didn't think that you'd build up my trust for months just to betray me.
You have to be patient if you want to steal the eyes of the Sphinx.
A virtue youth normally lacks. It's a pity we have to go our separate ways after this little incident.
I can hardly wait.
So he doesn't really even explain how he saw through it, like by chance. What? Why is it by chance? What did Patricia do or whatever that got him like...
Please, let
I don't understand.
me.
No explanation for this?
Clever, skillful, beautiful. What's she doing with a chap like you? Are you sure you're not just a pawn?
She won't be doing with you, of course.
As soon as you bring me the second eye,
Like, he's a young, good-looking man.
the plan will work. You'll see to that, or she'll suffer the consequences. Let's go. The clock is ticking. I have to take care of the guards and the alarm system.
It'll all work out in the end.
I know. Take care of yourself.
If you should open this door without the Eye of the Sphinx in your bag, I'll shoot first and then ask what went wrong.
And that's why point and clicks rather die with war building, at least from some form of logic.
The scapegoat. Otherwise, the...
Yeah, like, you gotta have some logic. As much as I love the game.
Think like you.
You messed with the wrong...
But honestly, like, sometimes you're just building up too much drama and building up the bad guy for, like, what? Nothing. It's like, there's no logic behind it. Like, how is he all-knowing? Like, how is it the fact that he found out about, like, the plan? He only said by chance. By what chance? You couldn't come up with a better explanation, developers, than by chance? It's like the developers can't even think up of why, like, Inch is so smart and so powerful that even when they have to have him, like, discover the plan, they couldn't think up a good logical explanation as to why. Just like they didn't even explain themselves. Nothing. You just, oh yeah, big bad. Yay. More drama.
Equipment, including a rope, a cloth bag.
Like, honestly, though.
Huh? A pack of gum. Why did Inch put a pack of gum in a cloth bag? That's all. climbing equipment, and a pack of chewing gum. I'm beginning to feel under-equipped for this burglary. Looks like I'll have to improvise.
Well, the gum is for the camera, I think.
Abseil down into the treasure chamber. I'll leave it there until I need it. Maybe the tap is meant to depressurize the water tank if it rains too much. Or it's just a practical way for the window washers to get some fresh water up here.
It's like, seriously, I love this game. I enjoy playing it, but
Crank.
the logic and really...
That are too heavy to move with your hands.
Towards the end here, though, a little bit off.
A pack of chewing gum. Huh, my favorite brand. There's nothing else in the bag, and I don't need the bag itself. That tarp is covering something. Bucket, rags, squeegee, tools of the trade for window washers. Probably didn't feel like carrying their equipment up to the roof every time, so they stashed it here. I don't need the squeegee. The bucket? Not really. This rag, on the other hand, I could wipe away fingerprints with it.
Well, before we get to the end game, because I'm sure we're close. Close-ish. I gotta take a break here first, because I gotta go use the bathroom. So, for those of you watching on YouTube, thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.